Preview.
Welcome back to Vibes Jet, where the hottest trends take flight. Imagine being one of the biggest stars in the world, adored by millions, but then everything starts to fall apart because of terrible secrets. That's exactly what's happening to Diddy Combs, the famous music mogul. Recently, over 120 people have come forward, accusing Diddy of doing really bad things, like hurting and taking advantage of them in awful ways. Some of the victims were children, as young as 9 years old. This isn't just about one or two people, it's a huge group of people telling their stories, and it's shaking the world of music to its core. It all started when federal agents arrested Diddy in September. They say he was part of something really dark, something called sex trafficking and racketeering, which means organizing and profiting from harmful activities. People say Diddy used his power and influence to force others into doing things they didn't want to do, often at parties, fancy hotels, and even music auditions. Victims claim that at some of these events, they were pressured into doing terrible things, all in hopes of getting into the music industry. The worst part. Some of the victims were just kids when these things happened. Now, Diddy is sitting in a jail cell, waiting for his day in court. He's denied all the allegations, saying he's innocent, but the stories against him keep piling up. His lawyers are working hard to defend him. One of the big moves they made was asking the court to reveal the names of the people accusing him. But for many of the victims, coming forward is already scary enough, and they fear that revealing their identities could make things worse for them. Diddy's legal team is trying to show that he's a fighter, someone who won't back down easily. But the people accusing him, along with their lawyers, are just as determined to get justice. A famous lawyer representing the victims, Tony Busby, said that the biggest secret in the music industry is finally being revealed. He mentioned that his law firm alone represents 120 victims, with 25 of them being minors at the time of the alleged abuse. Can you imagine how many more might still be too scared to speak out? The accusations cover years and years of bad behavior, stretching all the way back to the early 1990s. Victims talk about being forced into situations they couldn't escape, sometimes involving drugs and alcohol. The list of accusations includes sexual assault, false imprisonment, and even forcing people into prostitution. Some of the incidents were recorded, and the victims say those recordings were used to blackmail them or ruin their chances in the music business if they didn't cooperate. It's a chilling picture of what might have been happening behind the glamorous scenes of the music world. But here's where things get even more intense. Diddy's lawyers are not just defending him, they're also pointing fingers at other people, saying that the true enablers, the ones who allowed this to happen behind the scenes, are going to be exposed. Who are these people? Could they be other big names in the music industry? We don't know yet, but the suspense is building as we wait to see who else could be involved in this massive scandal. The victim's lawyer, Busby, said something that sent chills down everyone's spine. In just 10 days, they received over 3,000 calls from people saying they had been hurt by Diddy or others connected to him. Right now, the lawyers are representing 120 of them, but that number could grow as they continue to investigate. So, what happens next? Will Diddy manage to prove his innocence, or will more victims come forward, making the case against him even stronger? It's a legal battle full of suspense, drama, and emotion, and everyone is watching closely to see how it will all unfold. One thing is clear, this case is far from over, and the truth, whatever it may be, will change everything for Diddy Combs and the entire music industry. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.